Hi everybody, I hope you're doing marvellously well. I'm very excited. As you may know, a lot of our virtual instruments we put into our tracks are done in Logic, especially when working with Mr. Steve Majora. And Jude, who's standing off camera, is a Logic user. Logic has a ton, an absolute schnizzle ton of really, really good virtual instruments. So we have our iPad Pro ready to go because, very excitingly, Apple have launched Logic Pro for the iPad. We've got our little Evo 4 ready to go here. So the first thing we've got to do is download said product. So here we go. I'm opening up the App Store. I'm going to go to Logic. Oh, it comes up straight away. It's Logic Pro for iPad. This means I'm going to be able to travel, which I'm doing a lot of this time in Europe. I am going to be in Europe for pretty much the whole summer. So I'll be able to take my iPad and my Evo 4 and plug in and make music. So very exciting. So let's download Logic Pro for iPad. I signed up for the 1 month free trial. All set, your purchase was successful. So we're gonna try this for a month. So here we have our inexpensive interface. This is the entry-level Audient product, their Evo 4, which, to be honest, we use a lot because it's got automatic gain, it's really easy to use, and it's awesome. It doesn't weigh anything as well. So that's what we're going to use, and we're going to record straight off of that. They've got all these different things like loaded in. That's the tour. My Song 5. I don't know. See what it is. Continue. Oh, that was a GarageBand one. It's converted. Oh, is this me? Is this me? Is this like a demo I did on GarageBand like 15 years ago? This could be very embarrassing and might not make the video.
Grew up here inside these walls.
Oh, this is an old demo with David Ottestad, Workday release.
3 days past 18, I took a life that threatened me.
So that's crazy. So I opened up Logic and it just loaded in songs that were obviously stored in the cloud from me doing demos on GarageBand.
Second chances should be.
That's kind of nifty. For me it is, at least, because we're discovering things that I forgot that I had or didn't even know I had. I suppose back in the olden days, the only way to do this stuff was using GarageBand. And now what they're doing is they're integrating the demos and stuff that you would have done on GarageBand. Now you can import them straight into Logic. All right, so I'm going to create a project and I'm going to use the pen. We've already discovered that my fingers are too fat and I keep hitting the wrong thing. So I'm going to stick with the pen. So I just created a MIDI track. It looks like a Fender Rhodes or a Whirly. Hit this, edit, show in editor. I wonder, oh yeah, I can do everything with the pen. C, E, there it is. We have the basics of a C major chord. Okay, so let's put in an A minor. So the chord sequence we just put in was C, A minor, G minor, F major on a piano. Really, really straightforward. So we're going to select a loop, drums. Okay. Oh, wow. So you just audition like this. So we're going to drag what I just heard over here. I'm going to hit this loop button here and I'm going to drag and drop this. Okay, good. Keep this going for some time because I want to play some guitar. Cool. So I like that last 4-bar loop there. right, so we're going to create a new track here. So I'm going to hit rename and write guitar 2. Okay, we'll just go back to that last one we just did. Okay, let's do some bass. Let's do some fish. There it is. Okay. Jude's a great keyboard player, so he's going to do a couple of keyboard parts. Only Jude. You can do something funky to play along with, and you can also play some solos. Listen to my solos. He's famous for his solos.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jude. I'm going to play some keys parts for this track that Warren's laid down some bass and guitars for. It's a funky track, so what I'm going to do is put down some clav, and I think I'll do some organ too. So to start, let's hit the plus button here and press MIDI. Now I'm going to pick a clav sound. Let's go for a vintage wah clav. All right, that sounds good to me. And just going to press record and go for it. Should be good. And we'll loop that for the whole time. All right, sounds good. And now we'll do another MIDI track. Plus button there. Now I think we're going to do some organ. Let's find a good organ sound. Let's try jazz organ. Perfect. And loop that section. Just gonna trim off the edge of that real quick. And now we can loop it. Now what I can do is go into the editing window for the instrument and put some audio effects on there and change the sound of the organ. So, example, if I go to reverb, and I'll choose the silver verb, I can put a little bit of reverb here on the organ. Just a tiny bit. Now if I solo the organ here, that's with a ton of reverb. Put a little bit on there. Perfect. So if I go to my mixer window, it should show up there, silver verb. Got my reverb on there. Great, now I'm going to take a solo. So I'll do the bright suitcase sound that Warren used at the beginning for the chords, and I'm going to take a solo on it. Sweet. Okay, now the solo's done. Turn it up a little bit with the mixer window. And let's listen back. Sweet. And if I want to add some effects or change the EQ maybe of this bright suitcase, and let's say bring up some of the highs a little bit. Can use the channel EQ that's already in the mixer window. X out of there. Sweet, and there you go. And that's the keyboard parts.
Okay, I'm going to go to my guitars here. See amps and pedals, amp designer. The Vox. It's got reverb, it's got everything. Okay, I'm going to go to the second one here. Let's see what else we got. So I'm going to go to the amp designer. So it came to the same amp. Let's see if I got choices. Oh, yeah, now we're talking. Large tweed amp. Oh, cool. I can go through the different sounds here, different presets. These are nice amp sounds. These are good. So for us guitar players, that's pretty useful. All right, go back to beginning. Metal Mania. Small British amps, probably like an AC-15 or something like that. So I've got this one over here with reverb on, this one dry. It's nice! Okay. Let's see what we can do for the bass. Amp designer. Even with the reverb on, I like it. I kind of like it a lot. Everything's wrong about this. It's played with a pick. It's going through a little... Which one is it? Show details. It's going through an AC30. I don't like it, though. I shouldn't like it, but I do. Let's see what bass options I've got. Oh, I see. So I've got mono amp there. Silver limiter multipressor. Bass amp designer. Ah, now we're talking. Modern amp. Classic amp. Interesting. I actually like the AC30 more. Let's see what it sounds like on the track. I mean, it sounds good. I went back to the AC30. Maybe I could have been tracking with it right from the get-go, and that would have shaped the sound and the part I would have liked. Okay, so pretty straightforward to use. Taking me a second to get used to the pencil. I am going to take this combination with me to Europe, and so you might be seeing me do quite a few things like this. I think it's going to be fun. The very fact that I can do this on my iPad is pretty huge. I'm not going to lie, we do have a lot of Apple products. I've been using Apple computers forever. We do have a lot of PC stuff as well, but the iPad has featured quite heavily in our family. I think we bought the first generation of my son when he was only 3 when it came out, pretty much stole it from us. So this is exciting to be able to have the iPad Pro. And my wife, who is a photographer and videographer, will be using Final Cut Pro on it as well. The fact that they now have Final Cut on the iPad. It's pretty nifty. Let's be honest. I'm going to unplug this. It's super light. It's totally usable. We can plug in headphones and sit on a plane, on a train, in a car, if you're not driving. Unless you're driving it. No self-driving. And you can be working. And that is remarkable. I mean, it really is light and portable. So this is going to be a godsend for us while we're traveling through Europe, filming and creating more content. Check it out. It looks like it's $49 a year subscription or $4.99 a month. And I know all of us hate multiple subscriptions. I have tons and tons of subscriptions to stuff. I unsubscribed to about 100 things the other day. It's still in about 100. I'm exaggerating, but that's what it feels like. But $4.99 for a DAW, pretty darn cheap. I don't know if there's anything of this caliber, at least one that doesn't run on a tablet, on an iPad. So that's huge. That's absolutely huge. I'll see what I can do. This was obviously my 15-minute run through. I'm going to have to get really stuck into this to learn all the intricacies and get to know the pencil really well. But yeah, check it out. Thanks everyone for watching. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, adios, you rock. And thank you, Jude, the wonderful Jude. I think Jude is only 19, is that correct? Yep, Jude is only 19. What a wonderful keyboard player at 19. Thanks everyone. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, adios, ciao, tot scenes. Goodbye.